Every year, pharmacists make millions of mistakes when filling prescriptions, and for one local family, the mistake had deadly consequences. CBS 2's Serene Branson has their warning that could save your life.
She was very feisty and very full of life.
A vivacious grandmother.
She was looking forward to celebrating her 90th, surrounded by friends and family.
After an egregious pharmacy error.
When we can't rely on the professionals to do their job competently, it's frightening.
Catherine Barton's mother, Ruth Eller of Glendale, cared for others as a nurse for more than 50 years. Day shy of her 90th birthday last October, she was in good spirits and generally good health. But she did have atrial fibrillation, or abnormal heart rhythm, and doctors sent in a prescription for cardizem, the generic diltiazem, that Barton picked up at Kenneth Road Pharmacy in Glendale.
I read the prescription label that said, take 1 tablet 4 times daily. And I gave her her first dose.
Caretakers continued to administer the same doses until 3 days later. Eller's granddaughter said she seemed unresponsive, and that's when they noticed a discrepancy.
It says 300 milligrams, take 1 tablet 4 times daily, but the pre-printed label that comes from the manufacturer says extended release, once a day dosage.
Eller went straight to the hospital. 2 weeks later,
we took her home on hospice the day after her birthday, and she died within hours of getting home.
Barton went to the doctor, who showed her the original prescription sent to the pharmacy for 30 milligrams 4 times a day, not 300 milligrams 4 times a day, or 10 times the amount as the pharmacy indicated on the bottle.
I was furious and heartbroken and confused. How could this happen?
The LA County Coroner's autopsy report listed cause of death as diltiazem intoxication due to pharmacy error.
We rely on the pharmacy to dispense the drugs that we need to keep us healthy, to keep us alive.
Barton immediately filed a complaint with the California Board of Pharmacy. 8 months later, according to this citation, they fined Kenneth Road Pharmacy for the fatal error, $1,000.
$1,000, which to me was shocking. I thought, well, all right, I get it. She's elderly. She doesn't have a lot of economic value, but she was my mother and her life counted.
What's more, this is not the first time the pharmacy's owner, Margarita Kazarian, has been in trouble. She owns 2 other pharmacies, including Adams Square Pharmacy in Glendale, where a sign says they're doing business out of the Kenneth Road location. Kazarian was already under investigation at the time of Eller's death and has been facing an order for interim suspension by the Board of Pharmacy for trying to return counterfeit Cialis pills to the manufacturer to make a profit.
I would like to see this pharmacist lose her license, because I think she is a danger to the public.
It's really an extreme departure from the standard of pharmacy practice to allow a drug to be prescribed at 10 times the dose. That is a lethal dose of a controlled substance.
Barton hired attorney Steve Gambardella and is now suing the pharmacy and its owner.
There are actually computer programs in place supervised by a pharmacist in charge that would have and should have prevented this error from occurring.
According to a 2007 study by the National Patient Safety Foundation, every year out of 3 billion prescriptions filled at outpatient pharmacies, 30 million dispensing errors occur. Errors increase as much as 25% in the beginning of the month when Social Security checks come out and people refill prescriptions. As for Barton, she says nothing will bring her mother back, but she'll now double-check prescription doses with her doctor and hopes others will do the same after hearing her story.
The level of error required for this kind of event goes beyond someone making a simple mistake.
We repeatedly tried to reach Kazarian on the phone, at work, and with her attorney, but no one returned our calls. As for that $1,000 fine, a spokesperson for the Board of Pharmacy says a fine is based on the mistake itself rather than the outcome of the mistake. They'll be making a final decision on the counterfeit drug case within the next 30 days.